Doesn't matter.
I think we're live.
Are we live?
We should be.
Yeah.
Dope. All right. Well, welcome everybody to this community call. It's been a hot minute since I've been here, so it's good to be back. Back with Juan, my dynamic duo, as we are known. And yeah, we have some pretty exciting stuff to talk about today, Juan. I don't know if you're, maybe I should go through the agenda a little bit to give people an idea. And also hi to Emily. You're gonna join us a bit later in the stream to talk about some exciting level up stuff.
Yeah.
And so let's walk through the agenda real quick. So we have two amazing hackathon teams joining us tonight. One is from the ETH Tokyo hackathon, which happened last month at the end of August, and we have one team from the Argentina Level Up hackathon, which also happened in August, but in early August. And so both of these teams won a scroll bounty at these events, and they're going to demo their projects to us, which is going to be super exciting because I have actually not seen their projects before. So this is new to me. And so I'm curious to see what you guys have cooked up. So they're going to demo their projects to us, and we may ask them some questions. After that, we're going to dive into the latest scroll mainnet upgrade, which is called Darwin. We haven't really had a community call around that yet, so we're gonna do that. And Domothy is joining us for that. He has prepared a really nice presentation on that. So looking forward to that. And after that, Emily is going to talk to us a bit about Level Up and some of the activations we have going on for that. And then I will dive into some other Level Up stuff regarding challenges. And that's going to be fun. So yeah, without further ado, Juan and Emily, I think we can probably get into the first hackathon team.
Awesome. Let's bring him in. So we have Brian, Faisal, Willie, and Revo.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello guys.
Hey, we're doing great.
Doing great.
Hello. All right.
Awesome.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. It's always cool to talk to hackathon teams. I've done this for a while, and you always learn something new, even when you think you've seen a lot. But yeah, good to have you guys. So you guys have been at the ETH Tokyo hackathon last month, right? How was the experience for you? What has it been like?
Okay, who's gonna talk? Okay, first of all, for me, ETH Tokyo was a great experience for us, especially because we're flight to so far from our country, Indonesia, to Japan. It's yeah, it's so far. And the first thing that we didn't expect that a lot of teams are coming into Japan and doing hack like us. So there's a lot of different countries to hacking. So it's not only local people to hack in their country, but there's a lot of people from different country to that. So that's unexpected experience that we know in that events, and we meet a lot of great mentors. So I often talk to get a feedback from the mentor in the Tokyo, and they have a good feedback from that we are talking about for the project. So I think the best experience was I get from the Tokyo. It was we have a good mentor in that. So shout out for the mentors in the Tokyo. And the last thing we meet RH, the developer relations. So RH, he always helping us to do a technical implementation, especially in the L1S load precompile. That's us. That's our bounties in the scroll, and we love RH. So we just have a chemistry on that people, and yeah, that's why we won the bounties, and that's it for me.
Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. Shout out to RH. I see you in the chat already.
Yeah.
All right, dope. So you guys won a bounty with your project called Gigblocks, right? Can you talk a bit about the project and what the idea of the project is?
Okay, who's gonna answer? Me. Okay, so actually, Gigblocks, it's a platform where we are decentralized freelancing in the blockchain technology. So We offer a smart contract based job management and ENS Power Pay reputation system and secure escrow services. So everyone can create a job in our platform and everyone can take a job on that and we manage that job. Also, they will put some money in smart contract and after the job got finished, so the freelancer got some money when we claim that after the job finished, something like that.
Awesome.
Mm.
And do you have like a demo or a presentation, and do you want to walk us through that?
Sure, sure. We still have a presentation deck, and we can show that how we presented the pitch deck in sponsors.
Awesome. Looking forward to that for sure.
Okay. Are we
So
gonna start now?
yeah, you
sure.
can share your screen, and then I'll bring it on stage.
Okay. Sure. We're gonna share my entire screen.
So RH on the chat saying,
Hey, all right.
cheering you guys on. He's watching. He says he loves you guys.
Yeah. We'll reach actually. Can you see my screen, guys?
RH is our colleague, by the way. We're both teammates with RH. Very, very good to get to work with him. A lot of energy with my guy.
All right. Yes, we can see your screen. So the stage is yours, Faisal.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for giving me a chance to show what we've done in the Ethereum Tokyo hackathons last August. So first of all, we are a team from Gigblocks. So TLDR, we are winning two sponsor bounties, Scroll L1 Slope pre-compile bounties, and best ENS use case on that hackathons. So this is our team. My name is Faisal Firdani. So I'm 23 years old. So I'm from Indonesia with my team. So I work as a full stack developer in this project, and we have a Brian handling all the front end development on the Gigblocks, and we'll done. He's the smart contract guy, so he write every smart contract and functions in the blockchain contract. So he's one deploying the smart contract into the Scroll blockchain network. Also, Revo is one of researcher development for the L1 SLO precompile and ENS integration. So he's the guy with the technical implementation in the bounties. So we're coming to problem statement here. So actually, in today digital economy, freelancer face significant challenges with traditional platform, and this centralized system often restrict freedom, limit global access, and lack of transparency. So freelancers struggle with unfair treatment, high fees, and limited control over their work and reputations. So there's a pressing need for a solution that empowers freelancers, ensure fair compensation, and bring trust and transparency to the gig economy. So that's why we're coming to a solution. Gigblocks revolutionize freelancing with blockchain technology. Our decentralized platform ensure transparency, global access, and fair treatment for freelancers. So we offer a smart contract-based job management and ENS power reputation system, secure scroll services, and by leveraging the scroll blockchain and IPFS, so Gigblocks provides a trustless environment where freelancers have a full control over their work, payments, and professional identity. So here's how the Gigblocks works. So client can create job into our smart contract. Also, they will store the job details into IPFS, and freelancer can like apply for a job. After that, client assign that job into some freelancer. This is all the functionality in smart contract. And after the work submitted, and a client review that work, and he can approve that work after work that approved from the client, so freelancer can get the payment. Actually, like we can trigger the release payment functions into our smart contract. That's why we can get some money from our smart contract. So there's no centralized money keeping for the platform, and this provide uh, transparency and privacy to all the users. And this is our technical architecture. So we both have Gigbox services and smart contract, and Gigbox front end have like a write action and read action from our function. And there's a two main way, like we need to compile ENS name into our pre-compiled resolver. So that's why we have a two smart contract in here. First, scroll L2 blockchain for Gigblocks smart contract, and this one is Gigblocks ENS resolver to resolving every ENS name, because in Gigblocks platform we have a free domain claim. So every freelancer that finish some certain stage, they can claim subdomain, and they have a .gigblocks domain to increase their credibility in our platform. So I'm gonna show how the demo in the project showcase. So this is our submitted YouTube submitted video from ETH Tokyo. So I'm gonna show you guys how the platform works. So here's the job list that we see in the our landing page. So you can, as a freelancer, you can see all the job list. So first of all, you can connect the wallet, and so feel free to you connect what's your wallet. And I'm connecting as a freelancer, so I'm creating my account so we can know who's freelancer or the employer in this. That's why our smart contract unit store the details of users. I'm gonna speed up for this. So after you finish your registration, and we call the smart contract. Yep, register slowly, and you can see our transaction hash in the scroll network. And after that, you can get a profile like this. So here's the main thing. So we have a total reputation score. This is our reputation system. You can apply a job if you didn't have any reputation score. That's why you need something like claim ENS or connect some GitHub or LinkedIn to increase your reputation score to get a job, something like that. So the first thing that we need to do is connect some either GitHub or LinkedIn. And then you can see the interaction of smart contract to validate you are human or you are connected to social media. And these are in the backend side, like we have a trigger and a signature to validate this profile have actually connect to LinkedIn or GitHub. And the reputation score is increased. After that, you can apply some jobs. All right. Next things is our MVP feature. So here's the thing: you can fill the details of job, and you can submit a proposal. So this submit proposal, like you can bid that amount, and the client will be review your bid amount is matched to the client or not. So as a freelancer, you need to call the function to submit some proposal, and in the client side, you need to wait to approve that the proposals to get a job. So in order to decide, my friends are accepting the proposal, and we can see our proposal gets submitted in our managed projects. See, so this is our submitted proposal, and we get approved from client, and we can work on that job. So ongoing projects will be a stage where you develop that job, and you can submit the job after you're finishing the job. You can see this is the finishing completing job. Okay, so project completed, and client will be review that job is already succeed or not, and client can cancel that job if the job is not finished, and we can back into the ongoing projects. So here's the complete job. So we're waiting the clients to approve that job it's actually finished or not. So in other side, my friends will be approve these jobs in his laptop, and we can see approved projects. Okay, so my friends are interacting with the smart contract to approve that job, and we can see completed projects in our dashboard. So here's the approved project. Yeah, and you can claim the payment in this side. So I will show you how we increase our amount in our wallet, so we can get actual the money from smart contract. Okay, So I'm gonna get some ETH from claiming the job. Okay, claiming success, and that's how our MVP works in the Gigblocks projects. And the next features will be the reputation system. So here's the ENS powered system to increase your reputation score, like highly reputation score, it'll around like 80%. So ENS is most of the big things that in our platforms to make sure that you are credibility in our platforms. So after you can submit that job, something like completed some 3 or 4 jobs, you can claiming free claim the ENS. And this ENS is got resolved from our pre-compiled contracts because ENS is actually layer 1 Ethereum data, so we can call that from the layer 1 into the scroll network. So here's my ENS. I forget to remove the space into the ENS name, so that's why he working. But we actually verified the ENS in the layer 2 scroll blockchain network. So that's how we did it. And we're gonna next for the presentation. So competitive landscape in here. So we actually have a similar project like DWork, but DWork it's already a modern platform, and something like custom bounty platform. They are focused small project and resource intensive to manage. So Gigblocks can be active development and maintenance, and Gigblocks focus on medium to large scale freelancer work. And Gigblocks it's easy to use. It's a decentralized platform. And his sponsor benefits. So we offer a unique benefits to key blockchain sponsors for Scroll. Actually, we're driving adoption by connecting L1 data to L2, so increasing chain traffic and pioneering Zika features for freelancers. And for ENS, we can like expanding profile usage and integrating with work history and supporting R&D in new applications. Lastly, for Ethereum ecosystem, the Gigblocks can align with the mission for global financial accuracy and democratizing freelancer protocols. And yeah, we're providing long-term work data within the ecosystem and enabling freedom of transacting through borderless, permissionless payments. So these are benefits from we can give from impact from the Geekbox platform. So thank you guys uh, for hearing me for the project showcase. You can talk to me about the Geekbox, and feel free to give me any question for Geekbox.
Awesome, amazing. Thank you so much for the presentation. So first of all, I want to call out whoever designed your technical architecture slide is a god. That slide is so clean. It looks so good. I just love it.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Show
this
it here again.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I love it. Anyway, so I want to ask a few questions if you don't mind.
Sure.
So you use the L1 load precompile that Scroll has recently shipped to, I think, verify the ENS from L1 on the L2, right? Have you ever like thought about this concept before, or did you kind of like just come in touch with L1 loads during the hackathon and you thought, yeah, like we can use this for this use case? Like, what was your like thought process about that?
Oh, first of all, actually, it's just like an abstract idea. First of all, but we need to confirmation, right? Is our L1 SLO precompile can do this? That's why we need to talk in both way. Like we need to talk in the scroll sponsor, especially RH, and we need to confirmation from ENS guy and sponsor. That's why we need to get from feedback from the guy, from the person, and they give something like, oh yeah, maybe it can work, that's why we need to research them, and Revo do that to research things. So first of all, we don't know we can do this or not, so we have a research like around 8 hours or 9 hours. So because we didn't sleep in that day and we did a lot of researching, and after that, yeah, Revo can beat that, and yeah, they can resolve that ENS data from L1 call
Gotcha. That makes sense. Very cool. I like that you've done some research and you kind of like figured out how to do it. I think that's really cool to see that you took the time to figure things
Yeah.
out. I think that's always great. Yeah, that's a really cool project. And as I understand it, RH has helped you a bit on the ground, right? Was there like any notable moments or anything you want to talk about?
Sorry.
So sorry. So as I understand, my colleague RH, right? He helped you
Yeah.
on the ground.
Yeah, actually, Erich give me a lot of feedbacks. Especially we have a lot of problems when we do L1 is not precompile. So first thing that we face a problem with like a coin a coin numbers on the scroll. So when we do some like L1 is not precompile to read the L1 state data, you need to like a coin number for certain networks to get a ENS name. That's why we didn't have any idea for that, and we need to some researching a lot of things in a deep dive into smart contract ENS. So yeah, and RH give all the thoughts, and we have a lot of answer after we talk in RH.
Gotcha. That's so cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, thanks again for your presentation. And Willie, Brian, and Revo, if you have any other comments you would like to make, you don't have to, but if you want to say
I have
something.
a question myself.
Sure.
So I like how you guys are building for like a real world use case here, how to like impact in a semi not financial way. Um, yeah, I wanted to know like maybe a tricky question, but I just want to like get the
Sure.
scope
Sure.
of what you guys are thinking in the future. But any issues that you guys see with like these platforms and how to perhaps solve them. One issue that that I already foresee is, for example, like arbitration around if I finish the job or not. Who can decide upon that kind of thing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's actually a good question. So in our smart contract, we didn't we did in the hackathons. Actually, we planned something like a validating to this work it's actually submitted or not. So we validate like there is a stage the clients can be moved into development job again after the freelancer submit a job. So something like a revision stage revisions, but we didn't have a time to implement that. That's why we are focusing on the success story of this smart contract. But
Hmm.
actually, yeah, we planned that to revision system. So because we doesn't
Awesome.
know, right, because the work is succeed or not.
Awesome stuff. Yeah. Just basically wanted to know if there was like this broader vision on how to like make it actually useful for real world. Because in real world you'll have these issues, and that's like I
Yes,
think one of the barriers to bring this kind of stuff on chain, right? Cool,
yes,
man.
yes.
Well, I appreciate you guys explaining through. I'm
Thank you.
glad that you guys were able to travel to Tokyo, and not only did you guys actually had a great performance, you guys won a bounty as well. So I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure that it was well worth it to travel. So yeah, thank you guys for joining this call as well, and hope that you guys can keep building on Scroll.
thank you to giving me for the presentation. So hopefully we
Awesome,
can meet in another talks.
awesome. All right, thank you guys. I'll bring you guys off the stage.
All right, cool. Before we go to the next hackathon project, I just want to quickly share my screen and basically show that we have some really cool L1 S load guides and like how to use it. So just as a quick recap, L1 S load is a precompile that you can use to read the L1 state that is in state storage in a trustless manner without requiring Merkle inclusion proofs. So it's a kind of like an easier way to do that whole process. And so we have two really well written guides that shows you everything you need, some ideas for what use cases are. And here's the guide written by Ahmed, another colleague of ours. So if you're interested in using L1 Node or like tinkering with it, feel free to ping me on Discord or Telegram or wherever, and I'd be more than happy to share these guides with you, because they're a great way to get started with this. But I'll stop sharing now, and we can move on to the next hackathon team. So, all right, we've already had one great team, so now comes the second. This one is from the Level Up Hackathon in Argentina, and the project is called ChatterPay, which is a pretty cool name. And yeah, shall we bring Gonzalo on stage, Juan?
Here you go, Gonzalo. ¿Cómo estás?
Hey everyone.
Hey, Gonzalo.
How you
how's it
doing?
going?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm actually fine. It feels to be here.
Awesome. Is this the part where we switch the whole community call to Spanish, Swag?
If you would like to, we can have like a little Spanish section.
Yeah,
No.
it just so happens that we have a call later today with Gonzalo as well, from the Scroll Spanish account, and we're gonna go deeper on ChatterPay in Spanish. So I guess we're gonna burden Gonzalo with English for now.
That's okay.
Interesting.
I'll do my best.
All right, cool.
Well, I share the screen for the slides.
Yeah, absolutely. So while
Cool.
you share your screen, also I wanted to share a little bit with our audience here. We had a hackathon happening in Argentina earlier in August, where we had over 70 projects submitting to Scroll. That's probably our biggest IRL hackathon that we've done so far as Scroll. And it was very exciting for someone like me, doing so much effort in the LATAM region, to be able to bring this initiative to Argentina, which lately has proven to be an increasingly important region in terms of builders and projects and adoption. So really happy to see projects like ChatterPay coming through with really high quality and thinking about leveraging the opportunities available to the region to onboard the next billion users. So how to like abstract a lot of that painful part of like Web3, and how to make it easier for people to reach in regions, especially like Latin America. So Gonzalo, the stage is yours, sir.
Oh, thank you. So, well, hey everyone. I'm Gonzalo. I'm the backend developer of ChatterPay. I'm here to tell you how we're going to integrate 2 billion users into the crypto world. So, well, the main fact we have here is that everyone user can use WhatsApp. But what's the problem with this? The problem isn't WhatsApp. But crypto adoption becomes very complex with different technical concepts like wallets, private keys, nodes, blocks, etc. So this is why we created ChatterPay. It's the perfect balance between crypto usability and the blockchain ease. But what can you do with this? With ChatterPay, you can send or receive funds, you can exchange them between each other, or you can hold it your Bitcoin, Ethereum, or in the future a Scroll token. Why not? Our last feature was the integration of NFT certification, but actually, what does that mean? How it works? How can you use it? Well, you only have to take a photo. You add a description, and you can share it on WhatsApp, and then you got your NFT. You can use it to certificate, I don't know, a car crash, something like a document of a home, or whatever you want to, actually. So um, we also provide a platform for everyone to view their funds movements, your NFT for a web platform. But how is this safe? Is it safe for all? How can we see the transaction? How can we view all the blogs for all who has the knowledge of the crypto adoption, right? So to make sure all the conversation run correctly, we create our own dashboard to monitor conversations and provide an effective support. We can see all the chat, we can see the how the LLM works, and we can do a better performance with that. Also, you can elevate the conversation to a real operator, a human operator, to take the conversation if it's the case to solve the problem. But it's actually never a problem. So we integrate different technology to do which every device. We use the wallet. We connect it to WhatsApp. We use a kind of abstraction to create all the wallets and send the funds and take a better control of that. And obviously, we use artificial intelligence to do all the connections. So there is a lot of iteration we use. We use Ethereum, Scroll, OpenAI, the Graph, WhatsApp, ICP to save the photo of the NFTs. Also, we use IPFS, and we are going to integrate especially a Scroll to do a better performance because it's very cheaper. So the market is full of WhatsApp users, around 2 billion. That's a lot, but crypto adoption is still vague. That's why we're here, to integrate into the market by being competitive. Or the essential is based on the easy use for the user, restricted global access, as well as private education of Web3, blockchain, crypto, scroll, account extraction, whatever. So there are several ways to access our products. You can access for the premium service, which provides exceptional features, but you don't have to pay to use it. You can use our platform paying the fees for each transaction, and you can add to everything using your API or use only the ChatterPay just like a wallet, just like a daily wallet. You can send funds to your friend, to pay some food, whatever. We have a solid and diverse team in charge of carrying the entire production of the product. So we got our project manager who isn't here, but later will be here. Uh, so we got a full stack developer. I'm the backend developer. Also another front end, and one guy here, Tomas, to develop all the contracts and the specialist in blockchain. So, well, you can access to our first version of ChatterPay by scanning this QR, so you can enjoy it. Um, Actually, I could make a demo, a live demo here. So I'm going to change my screen to see the live demo. Um, Between that, you want to do any questions or?
Yeah, I want to highlight something that like the approach here is actually like very neat, where it's an approach where the ChatterPay is not trying to add an additional tool for people to use, but actually leverage a tool that everybody already should have in the region, which is something like WhatsApp, and how to leverage that into basically turning it into a more complex tool, right? Adding a wallet to it, and I think with the demo, we're gonna be able to see some of like the additional power of the tool being how to leverage AI on top of that, and make it easier for someone who's like new to crypto to actually grasp the early concepts much better. So you're not sharing your screen yet, Gonzalo?
Yeah.
There you go.
Well,
Cool.
thank you. Well, you can just say hi. I'm talking in English because the default language here is in Spanish. So actually, yeah, it's interesting what you say because the the best of all here is we don't want to do any tools extra. We don't want to make some complex information here. We want to get a bigger adoption for Web3. So this is something like soft to replace MetaMask, for example.
Gonzalo, is it possible to zoom in a little bit?
Oh yeah. It's better here.
Yeah, there
Cool.
we go. So the first message, hi, I'm talking in English. The bot replies, thank you for letting me know. If you have any other requests or need assistance, feel free to ask. I'm here to help.
Good. In Spanish, actually, it's better, but I just asked him to create my wallet, and now it's thinking. But I think with this number, I just create a wallet. So don't worry about that. Um, I need to confirm the transaction to create a wallet with account extraction. So we got a factory to integrate them and do a standard wallet for everyone. So we can upgrade it if we find some issue or something, so we can upgrade it fastly on every obviously for all. So well, I'm just waiting to create in my wallet. It will return the address of the your wallet has been successfully created. Your wallet address is that, and you can manage your funds directly through WhatsApp and view your wallet details at ChatterPay dashboard. Yeah, I'm actually want to know if I have funds, for example. I'm just talking them. For example, this will return a list of your tokens. If you have many, you can actually get a lot of RC tokens. But initially, we use Bitcoin, wrap ETH, and something like a stable like USDC, USDT, DAI, and actually you can swap them. You can do the ongoing ramp with another people and just buy your crypto here. So actually, the project was made for a daily wallet. Like I would send you $5 for the taxi or something like that. Not to well, actually, here I got the list. I got 250 USDT, 1,000 of it ETH. That's a lot of money. So well, that's the actual balance in USD. This is um, uh, something like a mock-up, not
Hmm.
is the final version. Is the first release we made for the hackathon, and we're working on that. So that's a lot of issues we can make. So I will send USDT. I want to send 150 USDT. And
And
for the user,
FYI here, I've seen this like happen real time. It's not like they're messaging another person and the person's messaging, but I've seen the back end and I've seen this work, so I can attest to it in case
yeah,
anyone's sketched out by just a random
yeah,
WhatsApp number.
I think the lag is become the translation,
It's the
but
response time. Yeah,
yeah, it's for the translation to the English. But you can test
yeah,
it for free. Actually, you can not free, send real funds now, but I will show you the QR so you can use it. So, well, that's that's a lot for
awesome.
me. I'll show you the here we go. So you can scan it and test it by yourself.
I think it's yeah. There you go. Cool. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, for me, it's a really cool project. Based on like the angle of leveraging something that is already there that has a lot of adoption and how to um, empower that to onboard more users. So, like, any questions from your end?
Yeah, just want to echo that. I think it's really cool that it just integrates so neatly into WhatsApp and you don't have to do anything externally. I think that's really cool and smooth. I think the one question I have is like, I can tell that you're like ambitious about this, right? So kind of like, what are your future plans for this? How do you plan to bring this to market? How do you plan to make this a success?
Well, actually, I'm not the developer that do that part, but we want to apply to another grants for do a better development and do a better marketing. We want to be a partner with an ongoing ramp to be a better performance between fiat and cryptocurrencies. So that's the first part of all. But later you can is the uses for the daily task, right? Just like something, for example, here in Argentina we got a Mercado Pago, which is the equity of PayPal in US, for example, or something like a seller. But we want to move this public, we want to move this transaction for a decentralized solution like ChatterPay. Actually, it's the best option for all because you got it always on your phone. You don't have to be worried about the private keys, to lose the keys, to lose the funds or something like that. You only need to maintain the phone number.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Thank you so much for the presentation, and yeah, all the best and good luck for ChatterPay. I think it's a really cool project.
Thank you.
Amazing. And yeah, for anyone here who speaks Spanish, we'll be having another call later today with the ChatterPay team to go a little bit deeper on the project in Spanish. So thank you, Gonzalo, for joining.
Oh, thank you all.
All right. Awesome. Thank you to both hackathon teams. I think it was really fun to hear what they've been cooking. And now, though, it is time to dive into some scroll protocol stuff. As many of you have probably seen, we have launched the Darwin upgrade a couple of weeks ago, or maybe even like 1 or 2 months ago. And we haven't really talked about it on a community call yet. So the Darwin upgrade introduced proof recursion, and I could explain to you what it is and what it does, but I don't have to because we have Domafi on the call today who is going to do that for us. So hey Dom, how's it going?
Hey, happy to be here.
Awesome. So yeah, I think the stage is yours. You can probably explain it like 10 times better than any of us could. So looking forward to it.
All right. Do you see my screen?
I can see your screen now. Yeah.
All right. So, hey, everyone. Thanks for having me on this call. It's a really cool upgrade to lower end user fees. So I'm going to give a quick overview of the Darwin upgrade. And first, I want to start with a timeline of what we've done so far to lower the fees. The first one started in the Bernoulli upgrade, where we switched from the expensive call data to the Ethereum blob space after the Denkun upgrade on layer 1 back in March, I believe. So this was a drastic fee reduction for users once we have the blobs that are, to this day, still practically free. And the next step after that was in the Curie upgrade, where we did data compression so we can store more transactions per blob and lower fees even more for the end users by using this blob space more efficiently. And the Darwin upgrade is the topic of today, about proof recursion, where we optimize the data compression. Now we want to do kind of the same things to compress the verification, which requires more ZK magic, as we'll see. And we get an estimated 34% fee reduction across the board. I have this pie chart here of the fee breakdown for what you actually pay for when you're paying fees on Scroll. So you see these 3 parts where you have the prover hardware, which is the big expense for the proof generation. And the data availability before Darwin at 18.5, that's what we've been targeting aggressively with the blob space and data compression, which leaves us with proof verification at almost 44% of the cost, which is what Darwin targets to reduce drastically with proof recursion. And just for context, the proof verification is the actual smart contract on Ethereum layer 1 that has to execute code to verify the proof that the scroll prover is sending to it, so that you know that how the ZK rollup ensures integrity and safety and everything. So here we have this little graph of how the workflow from transactions all the way to Ethereum layer 1 actually functions. You have these transactions at the bottom that go into chunks, and then these chunks are proven by the prover, and all the data goes into the batch. And before Darwin, every single batch would go on layer 1 and be individually verified, which is what a big reason for the bottleneck in fee verification. And the fees that goes to our verification rather. And with Darwin, we're sacrificing a little bit of finality by having these batches wait until we can put all of them into one big bundle. And this bundle is the single thing that Ethereum Layer 1 has to verify with the smart contract. So this is the proof recursion. This is we call it proof recursion or aggregation. Basically, every batch has their own little proof, and then these proofs are proven into one big proof of multiple proofs. And this is part of what makes the zero knowledge technology so magic, is you can just make proofs of proofs of proofs. And we have these elements that we already had, like the chunks and the batches, which were the unit of ZK AVM and units of data availability. And this bundle is like a new element that's introduced with the Darwin upgrade, which we call the unit of finalization. And this is a really cool upgrade for lowering fees. We have some more minor technical aspects that are not as relevant for the end users, but more for like people integrating with text and like running nodes or following nodes for scroll, like timestamp based upgrades. Since we had the dynamic block times in Curie, we can no longer just pick a single block number and like say from this block number we have this new hard fork for the upgrades. And now instead we use timestamp based upgrade. So instead now it's from this exact second, and the next blocks are going to follow these upgraded nodes. This is kind of what Ethereum did with the merge, actually. Before, with proof of work, we had block times, and now we just use the actual timestamp for upgrades. Yeah, and there was like in the backend, there's some major changes to how the batches are encoded and finalized. And this is relevant for like dApps that need to be like follow some indexing rules to serve data to the front end. But the users remain unaffected. It's business as usual for them. They just have much lower fees. And like another fun technical aspect is that the upgrade is backwards compatible with everything that relies like only on the state transition. Yeah, for the next steps, we're always improving the ZK AVM with various optimizations. And for next upgrades, we're gonna use more blobs when we commit to layer 1. So that's gonna amortize the gas fees more for school users and use the Ethereum more efficiently as a settlement layer. Yeah, thanks for having me, and you can stay tuned for the next upgrades. Which I had a link for like the Twitter and the Discord, but I guess everyone already follows these things on these community calls. But it's good to, if you're not following already, follow us. Thank you for having me.
All right, awesome. Thanks for presenting that. I have a question actually, which like you mentioned we can have like proofs of proofs of proofs of proofs, right? Like how deep can we go, or how deep should we go? Like, do you have any input on that?
At one point it stops being worth it. It's like when you're compressing an already compressed file on your computer, right? The first time it saves a lot of space, but then the next time it doesn't really work. But I wouldn't say there's like a limit. It's just a matter of like how much you want to go deep into the stacks, because at some point the data is going to go back to being the bottleneck. But the technical aspects is like it scales logarithmically. So at one point you can keep adding more batches, but it's not going to save you much space.
Right. That makes perfect sense. And maybe a bit of a tricky question. I don't know if you know this, but what kind of like compression algorithm do we use for this? Is there like anything interesting about that to be talked about?
I know there's a specific algorithm that I saw in the blog post for the Curie update, but I can't recall it off the top of my head. But I think it's just a standard data compression. It's not strictly related to ZK, but it's still something that needs to happen for a more efficient use of blob space. But as far as I'm aware, it's a pretty standard compression algorithm.
All right. So you heard it, guys. Everybody go read the Curie blog
Yes.
post, and if you want to know the specific algorithm. But yeah, cool. Thanks so much, Dom, for sharing with us. Pretty cool presentation, and hope somebody found it useful. And yeah, thanks, Dom.
A small plug here to anyone interested in protocol talks and topics. Dom's been leading a really cool initiative called Protocol Symposium. So please go check it out on YouTube if you want to know more about protocol topics.
Absolutely, go check it out.
Thank you, Dom. See ya.
Thanks, Dom. All right, we are nearing the end of this call, but we still have a little something to talk about. Shall we bring Emily on stage, because we have a mini hack going on? Do you want to tell us more about that, Emily?
Yeah. So, I mean, super simple, straightforward. Alchemy and Scroll recently had an integration. So, in celebration of it, we are doing, I guess it was a 1 week mini hackathon. It started on the 24th, it ends on Monday. So, I guess all the hackers out there have, if you haven't started yet, you have the weekend to do it. But essentially, it's $5,000 prize pool, up to 10 winners. We're looking for moonshot ideas. Just be as creative and silly and stupid as possible. Okay, cool. There's a link there. So just to kind of briefly also show you guys what it looks like, head over to levelup.xyz, and you can just head over to the hackathon and find all the details here. You can register and submit. Very short kind of requirements. All you need to do is deploy and verify your smart contract on Scroll Sepolia or Scroll DevNet, and then also show off in your GitHub repo that you did deploy using the Alchemy node RBC. And after that, it's pretty much like we'll be judging on Mondays when judging will start, I think, and then we'll announce winners, and it'll be super duper fun. If you guys are around, we will have mini meetups in Korea, in Nigeria, Honduras, and then I think we just had our one in Malaysia last night or early this morning. I'm not entirely sure how time zones work. But anyways, yeah, that's really all I have to say. It's pretty straightforward. If there's any questions, I guess let the group chat know in the Level Up Telegram group, but that's all I have.
All right.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Thanks, Emily.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, so you heard it, guys. Go sign up, go hack. We want to see your projects. And to close this call off, I just want to really quickly go through some of the level up stuff, just in case you're one of the people that haven't heard of it yet or haven't seen it yet. We have cooked up a lot of content for you guys, especially for developers, to level up your skills and kind of like learn Web3 stuff together. So we have these solidity challenges that you can see here. They are 25 challenges, so they teach you quite a lot of solidity already. And they are actually really cool because we have the smart contract template here, and you can literally like write your code, type your code in this, and it's going to show you if it's correct or not. It's going to teach you all about this, these different concepts, and you have, I think, 5 exercises per lesson. So you have quite some stuff to learn and do, and you can just click through and go to the next one once you've finished the previous one. And it's just a really kind of like neat concept to level up your skills. We also have these challenges that we recently launched. So if you haven't seen these yet, definitely give them a try. We have 2 quite basic concepts right now. So it's ERC20 basics and a simple token swap. And so you can just click on them. You can learn about them, read them. We, again, have a really nice smart contract template that basically gives you tips and guides on what to do. And then you just type your code into the template. So you clone it on GitHub, and then you finish it, basically. You have all these instructions here. You can read all about it, learn how to do it. And once you have the solution ready and deployed, you just click on submit and you fill in this form. some contact info, whatever, provide you solution. And if your solution is correct, you will get your hands on a very shiny POAP to attest to your completed challenge. So if you're a POAP collector and if you want to level up your skills, this is the perfect opportunity for you. And beyond that, we obviously have a lot of content on Level Up. So really a lot of stuff from ZK to Solidity to privacy stuff. There's a lot here. And if you are interested in open source contributions, we also have a GitHub for Level Up where we kind of like host all this content, especially the challenges. So if you're someone that, is just enjoying open source contributions, we're always happy to work with you. And you can kind of like work on whatever you want. You can work on challenges. You can work on website improvements. You can just chip in whatever you is kind of like your thing. As you can see, we have some pull requests already by amazing contributors to add certain things. And so just wanted to quickly kind of like point all this out because we are really passionate about it. And if you are too about open source stuff and learning and leveling up your skills, feel free to just get in touch, join the Telegram group, talk to people, ping us. You don't even have to talk to us. You can just submit a PR. Like that works too. Like whatever floats your boat, really. So, but yeah, that's really it. Go check out levelup.xyz. It's great, and hope to see you around there. And so I'll stop sharing my screen now. And yeah, that's kind of the call. I think that was really fun. We are bang on time. And I think we had some really cool hackathon projects today. A nice presentation by Domathy, and yeah, some level up stuff. So how are we feeling, Juan?
Yeah, I'm feeling sad. Sad we haven't done these earlier, Swag. Jesus, what's wrong with us?
Yeah,
We
that's
owe
true.
ourselves to the community. What's happening? Well, to be fair, we've been cooking. We've been cooking a lot. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Excited for what's to come from Scroll. Been working a lot on new initiatives. And we've been winning. You know, I feel like it's worth giving ourselves a pat in the back because we've been doing things very nice. Darwin upgrade definitely brought us into a very, very competitive region within the L2 land space. But and then all these hackathons and hackers and new projects and new features. Yeah, it's all a great attestation to what's to come within the Scroll ecosystem, and excited to see how Level Up develops more to include more of the community contributions in there. I know that there's like some things cooking in there as well. So yeah, I'm happy to have hosted this call with you this today, and hopefully we can do. We'll have a very exciting one in October.
Yeah, for sure. And don't be sad, but I agree. We've probably been cooking so much we forgot to do community calls. But
Yeah.
we're here now and we'll be back. So thanks everybody for tuning in. It's been a blast, and see you in October.
See ya.
Bye.